Guys, welcome to the Street Mic channel, and today we are going to be showing you more of like a throwback of when the Anambra International Airport was commissioned. Coincidentally, I was the official videographer to the former governor, Willie Obiano, and I will capture the moment, and I feel like sharing it with you guys. And sit back, relax, and watch the official commissioning. This moment is a moment that I will always be proud of. We thank the former governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, who has done so well by giving Anambra State an airport. And giving Anambra State an airport is something that is long overdue. Anambra State has the biggest billionaires in the southeast, if not in Nigeria. But we didn't have an airport before now. But former governor Willie Obiano did it. So guys, I feel like posting the video again so you guys can watch and enjoy. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification button so you can get notification whenever we drop any content, okay? So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you.
Governor of Anambra State, with his delectable and respected Royal Excellency, Chief Dr. Mr. Obiano. We can also say with and also the former national chairman of our great country, and a distinguished senator that can never
with more strength and faith. Anambra.
My talk is going to be very simple. I'll talk towards the name of our governor, Madabrochukwu. No one is God. God gave us a man, a son of Anambra State. Sometimes people say Jesus of our time, but is God made? He served God. He came, he did what has been difficult for anybody in history of Anambra State. Since it was created, when it was with Enugu, and now that it's separated from Enugu State. Today, we are witnessing something that have never been done. To see airport built in Anambra State, and as it is one of the best. You talk about the kilometer, you talk about the runway, you talk about the apron, you talk about what we see here. If I continue to talk, I may not be able to finish. The bias no to don't know Campbell. Ezoku na ya bịara ime campaign, mana onye mefeli mmemme gịnị etonya. Today, I na say the governor of Anambra State, Anambra State niile, daalụ.
Today is a day the Lord has made. Today is an epoch-making day, a history-making day in the life of Anambra State, and is happening under the leadership of His Excellency Chief Dr. Willie Obiano. This story started a very long time, over 30 years, but where we are today, I want to give a brief history. People that go on social media and they'll be talking. First of all, a license was granted by Ministry of Aviation to do this airport. A license. Another license was granted for construction. We pay some money. We have only one regulatory agency for airport construction and operation in Nigeria, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. And before we started construction, they gave us a list of all the requirements, all the things we must meet for us to start construction. We submitted the whole drawings and all of them were certified. We paid 100 million for construction fee and we paid another 25 million for certification fee. All these things are done. You cannot pay it if your drawings and all the requirements are not met by NCAA. And we started. NCAA as a body, in groups, and as a management, and all other agencies like FAN, like NIMET, like NAMA, all of them have visited this airport 8 times during construction. These are the only people in Nigeria, only group and agency in Nigeria that can discuss airport operation, headed by NCAA. NCAA, they've come in groups to see what we are doing, because when we started, His Excellency insisted that we must carry these people along, because if you don't carry them along the line, when they say no, they're like a teacher. When they say no, is no. And we carried all of them along. It was climaxed by the visit. There was a joint visit of the whole directors of these agencies. Director of Aerodrome Operation in NCAA, Director of Operations in FAN, Director in NAMA, and Director in NIMET. All of them came here. We took them round, and they confirmed to His Excellency and all of us that we are doing it rightly. They climbed up for the visit of Director General, Captain Nuhu, of NCAA to this airport. His comments are all over the world in social media about this airport. Let me take part of his comment, that this is the best airport he has visited in sub-Saharan Africa. That's the Director General of NCAA. He said that and is on record. I want to say that this airport, this is the 20th month we're on this site. And this airport, at 15 months, we were able to do test landing. That test landing day, 3 aircrafts landed here. Since that test landing till date, 7 aircrafts have landed in this airport. His Excellency has landed 2 ministers, 2 serving ministers of the Federal Republic, Minister of Finance and Minister of Industries. They landed in this airport. Mwasi kanjua nundebanye, aku one kamadi yebu before oblo obuago. Or plane on an airport before Anambra and Mogo airport. I want to go far. We have special features of this airport. We have the second longest runway in Nigeria, 3.7 kilometers. It's on record. You can Google it. The width of this runway is 60 meters. The strip is 140 meters. We have a racer of 1 kilometer either side of the runway. And this is the only runway in Nigeria the plane can land from either side. It's not from me, it's not from His Excellency, but it's from the regulatory body in Nigeria, NCA, that confirmed this. So what we are saying is that where we are now is the apron. This apron is 200 by 300 meter width. It's on rigid pavement, which is concrete. This runway we are, this tarmac now can take 8.747, which is the critical aircraft of this. No runway in Nigeria, except you combine local and international, has a tarmac as big as this. The runway is 100% completed, marked. If you go to the runway now, you have the light. The type of light we have there is Cat2. Cat2 is one of the best airfield lighting in the whole world. It is done. The sideline done, the center line done. We are ready to go. It is confirmed by the agencies. Before, the last inspection of NCAA in this airport was last Tuesday. They came from Lagos, so that we dot all our I's and cross all our T's. And the result they gave us was that we passed. For your runway to take an aircraft, they are what we call the friction test. Friction test will determine the integrity, because in the social media I have read where people are talking of integrity of this airport. The integrity of this airport is 100%. The friction test determines the integrity of the runway. The pass mark for the integrity test is 0.55. This airport had 0.79. And as at the time this test was carried out, this is the only runway in Nigeria that passed this test. Can we clap for His Excellency? Why we are giving this analysis is that if you say a lie 1,000,000 times without a reply, people might think we are saying the truth. The important thing for this airport is that the people that are concerned, we carry them along. And all along, we have been working with them and they've been passing us. We have the terminal building. You can see the terminal building. People on social media say we are doing a studio airport. It's live. It's good we are here. This is one of the most modern terminal buildings we have in Nigeria. We have 3 elevators, which is the lift. We have 3 escalators. We have 36 shops in this terminal building, and it is designed for 100 passengers at a time. They are ready. You can enter now. If you are entering, we are going to scan and enter. The seats are specially made where you can charge your phone or your laptop. All of them are in place. We have the control tower. Our control tower has special features. It is 34.5 meters high. The tallest control tower in Nigeria. What we are saying is verifiable, and I'm sure I'm on tape. What we have there is all concrete. There are no block work in that control tower, from the foundation to the last floor. That control tower has a system whereby if there's fire in that building, it has a self-firefighting equipment. When it triggers off, the smoke detector triggers off. There's water everywhere because there's a sprinkler in every office or in all the rooms. The staircase is fireproof. If there's fire in that building, if you enter the staircase and shut the door, the fire will not touch you until the rescue team comes. It has a lift that will take you to the 7th floor. Before you go to the 8th and 9th floor, because of the sensitivity, you have to identify yourself biometrically. These are the things, and all the equipment, the navigational tools, the instrument landing system in that control tower is 100% done. Certified by NCAA, certified by NAMA, certified by NIMET. It's on record. Then we have the firehouse. The fire tenders His Excellency is bringing from Germany is 6x6 produced by Ziegler. One of the fire trucks will carry 12,500 liters of water. So if these fire trucks are there, we are going to have category 9. But if you go there now, we have a Ziegler truck that is there that carries 12,500. Why I'm saying this is to tell you that we are ready. We are not the teacher and the student. The teachers, the people that know better, NCAA and all federal agencies that control airport have said it in writing that Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport, they are ready to be commissioned and ready for commercial flights. Then you come to the water. Water is a showstopper. His Excellency provided water, enough water. We have 2 industrial boreholes of 958 installed with 15 horsepower pump. They are ready. We have tanks, raw water tank that takes 640 cubic meters. It is ready. We have the smaller tank of treated water that takes 240 cubic meters. Is ready. We have an overhead tank that takes 160 cubic meters for treated water. Is ready. The treatment plant is ready. The reticulation, which is about 4 kilometers around this airport, is ready. Why I'm counting this is to tell you that Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport, we are ready for business. For those people that go and say that what we are saying is not true, you better come and see and witness with your eyes. Then we come to the trauma center. That is Emergency Operations Center versus the clinic. You can see the small bungalow there. It is 100% ready, fully equipped for operations. The doctors are there, the nurses are there, the paramedics are there, the ambulance, as you see now, is sitting. So we are ready with EOC. The park is ready. You can see our park that can take 750 cars, ready and marked, ready for operation. The road you came from the express, 5.7 kilometers, is done and fully ready for operations. We are doing another road from Ivitumwe. It's been done by No Idea. Igwe is here. In the next 2-3 months, that one will fully be ready. Why I'm counting this is to tell the whole world and telling the Anambra that Anambra International Cargo Airport, we are ready for operations. We are ready to receive commercial flights. Even today, the Director General of NCA, our governor was promised that planes will land here. And as you know, people have booked. So we are still expecting that plane will land here today. So Your Excellency and our guests, what I am saying categorically, and we mobilize to this site late January 2020. Until date will not stop. His Excellency has visited us every day. Another special thing is that airport, a plane can land with satellite. If the light fails, the plane can land with satellite. It's a rare, that's the only airport as of today that has it. Because we have done all the design and it's done, ready to go. Which means that there won't be cancellation of flight in this airport. So what I'm telling Anambra is that we are ready. Like His Excellency said, this thing, we have 9 contractors and 9 service providers. 9 service providers. Your Excellency, I want to use this opportunity to thank our contractors and our service providers. They've done wonderfully well in the construction of this airport. People like Krenberg, people like NigerCat, people like IDC, people like Canopy, people like our consultant, AIM consultant, project managers Ngoyama, people like China Railway, people like JKPs, people like TTAG, and I don't know whether I've forgotten anybody. But Your Excellency, this is my team. This is my team. I want to thank them specially because they've given me the maximum cooperation. We work day and night through a festivity like Christmas and Easter. We work here through the COVID. We work here through the NSAS project. We've never recorded any lost man hour. No LTI, lost time injury, we've not recorded. It is by the grace of God. At the peak of this construction investment, we have about 2,500 workers here. And 90% of these workers are from this local community. We have empowered this community. I want to thank Umweri community, Igwe and the chairman of Ivitu Umweri for their cooperation. We want to say that God will bless them. Your Excellency, I want to stop so far, but to tell Anambra that people that go on social media to say a lot of things, I think seeing is believing. We are in the airport today. This airport has landed 7 aircrafts, ready to land more. I want to thank all of you and say, may God bless all of you in Jesus' name. Thank you and God bless.
Today is a very special day. Today is a history-making day. I say so because our dream has come to fruition. May I use this opportunity on behalf of Anambra East constituency that I represent to thank all the people that made today possible. History will continue to observe us when the records are kept straight. Your Excellency, I have to thank God Almighty on your behalf for giving you the strength, the energy with which you fought with the doggedness of a lion to get this achieved. And of course, you know that we wouldn't have achieved this today without the collective effort of relevant stakeholders. Your Excellency, just like you know, that even under the principles of separation of the powers, that the legislator and the executive are independent arm of the government. But in Anambra State, we have seen the legislator that is interdependent. What am I saying? That we work collaboratively with the government of Anambra State. That the very first day, the governor assembled members of the House of Assembly, ably led by the Speaker, to this place. We were beginning to imagine, or we imagined, if this was going to be possible. And today, not only that we are standing here to celebrate, but we're also expecting the commercial flight to land, a cool continuation of the event in line with other aircrafts that landed here. I say this and give credence to Anambra State House of Assembly because I remember under our watch, under my committee as House Committee Chairman of Finance and Appropriation 2 years ago, we appropriated 5 billion naira for the takeoff. And when we saw here, we were waiting in fever of anticipation to advise the governor that we are ready to continue to appropriate until we get this thing done. And our appropriation was 2 years, 3 years. But to our greatest surprise, in less than 15 months, the airport is ready. Your Excellency, we cannot thank you enough. As I thank you and thank my colleagues, I also thank your members of the Executive Council, of course. The Honorable Commissioner for Works just spoke now. I also thank the Anambra, who were consistently, with consistencies, praying for you that this must come to fruition. And that is what we're seeing. I have to thank all your friends. I have to thank the bishops, the clergy for their continuous prayers. You see, Anambra East is a land of milk and honey. Do not forget that this is the home of Father Iwene Tanks. And when we talk about land of milk and honey, the milk and honey is already manifesting, and that is the airport. Because by the time activities will start, the economic potentials of Anambra State will be maximized. Anambra Willie is working. Also worked. Because I ain't telling them again, Anambra East, when I can a government. I cannot thank you people enough. For want of time, I can maybe no Babegu.
It's an epoch-making event. Anambra State was created in 1991. And since 1991 till date, we have been going all around, promise after promise. All the successive governments. This one will come and promise. The other one will come and promise. Airports. It all started with Obiano International Airport. Finally, today here we are. We are in the airport built by Abga government in Anambra State. We cannot forget in a hurry that 1999 to 2003, We had an administration under a leadership of Mbadiliju, and that's the PDP government. They promised airports, they never fulfilled it. We can also not forget in a hurry that 2003 to 2007, 2006, 2003 to 2006, we also had a government, and that government is Ngige government. Yet they did not fulfill the issue of airport. We also had a 2 weeks government in this state, which is under Senator Anambra. Yet, instead of fulfilling the airport, Ikenga Hotel was sold. Your Excellency, we cannot also forget that we had an 8-year government in the raining days, when the economy is very, very fertile, when the economy is very viable. Under P2B's watch, we could not fulfill airport. Though this site was allocated by P2B, but yet the work was not done. Your Excellency, you came in 2013. You first promised in the Anambra that you must return and restore security of this state. Your Excellency, you came in, you started with the mantra of Akuluna. Your Excellency, you doggedly followed that security issue. And for 7 years and a half, kidnapping was still of the past in this state. Your Excellency, not minding that at this end time of hour, we had some shambles of agree and no agree. It was not as a result of security collapse, but as a result of agitations, which the national did not yearn to hear the people. Your Excellency, there is much security in Anambra State when compared to other states of the Federation. Your Excellency, you have done incredibly well in the aspect of security in this state. Your Excellency, apart from security, you promised in the Anambra to be paying the workers as on and when due. And you were nicknamed Alert Governor. 25th to 28th of every month, your workers are being paid, and you maintain the trajectory till this hour. Your Excellency, you have never failed. Your Excellency, you also maintained that you are going to give Anambra State an oil producing state. Your Excellency, this is a mission that has eluded this state for years. You came in and you actualized that Anambra oil producing state. Your Excellency, what can we do without mentioning the other? Your Excellency, you have recapped your administration. You have sown the seed that will germinate over years and over time. Your Excellency, you have written your name in the gold. In the history of this state, you can never be forgotten. Willie is working and people are happy. Today, here is the testimonial. Here is the testing time. You have arrived at that testament time. Your Excellency, we are here to celebrate your legacy. Anambrarians will no longer traveling to Imo State to board flight to Abuja. To Enugu State to enter flight to Abuja. To Asaba, being held on traffic for hours. Your Excellency, you have brought the airport to our doorstep. What else can we use to pay you? We are going to pay you back in the Anambra. We pay you back on November 6th because you have someone who will consolidate on this legacy It's only the enemy that this kind of good and legendary project of yours cannot gladden his heart. Such a person will never see the kingdom of heaven. Because the enemies who has held Anambra State hostage for years, we can't forget when Anambrarians' properties were burned down. These enemies were diverted everywhere. Anambra have gone into using the youth for the better future of this state. It's no longer the time their youths are being used for doggery and other heinous crime. Your Excellency, we have turned the youth not only to be the future leaders, but the leaders of today. You have made us to see light. You are giving us a new way to access the world. Any state that has airports has written their name in the world map. And you have brought Anambra State to the world map. Whatever we are looking for, whether from outside Nigeria or within Nigeria, to access Anambra State, you come to Anambra Airport. That's the best and still remain the best. Blind man and visionary people are seeing what you are doing. November 6th is consequential, is monumental, and the vote we are going to give is to thank you for the good work we have done from the Anambra by voting for Soludo in a mass, because we trust that he will deliver as you just deliver. Anambra have grown beyond giving lunatics positions of power or leadership. We are number one. We can't forget that the first Nigerian graduate that has been a military man is from this state. We can't forget in a hurry that we answer that name, Light of the Nation.
Excellency, so many people have said so many things. For me, I continue to be amazed every time I come here. I've had the occasion to come with you on several times. Every time, the progress is amazing. Today, finally, we have an international cargo airport. Something that is elevated in Anambra and in the Igbo, for that matter, above and beyond. Your Excellency, I'm short of words. I'm not of just need to happen. Weekly Toto. Everybody on the more flow. I am so proud. I am so happy. This is something that many tried and failed. This is something they said could not be done. But maybe I know about no witness here. I won't keep you too long, only to say that this is an Afghan government, led by an Afghan governor. And imagine if that was Soludo. Just imagine. This is but the foundation. We will now build on top of this and take us to greater and greater heights and build a limitless future for generations to come.
It is with immense joy and excitement that I stepped out here to speak to our people gathered here, and to those people out of this arena watching us on television. What I was going to say, my younger brother, Honorable Benjamin Obidigwe, had said so much of them. But let me say that today is a glorious day in the life of this state. It is a glorious day that God has made possible through this man called Chief Willie, Obiano, who God brought to us to serve us at the period he has served. I recall with nostalgia in 2013 when his predecessor and my brother, former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, was ending his tenure of office. And we were searching for somebody who would succeed him. Through divine direction, myself and Governor Peter Obi then put our heads together through the divine direction of God to invite Willie Obiano, who was not in Anambra State and he was not running for governor, he was far away in America. We invited him to come here to run for this election for us in 2013 and win it for us and become the governor and succeed Governor Peter Obi. I say that it was divine direction because he didn't tell anybody he wanted to be governor. The way it happened was an act of God. Your Excellency, you came because of your pedigree, because of your antecedents, because of your qualifications as the then Deputy Managing Director of Fidelity Bank that just retired. We had hope in you that you do justice in this state, in the area of governance. Your Excellency, when you came, we went to the election, campaigned for you, we won, and were sworn in, and we started work. We saw your style, and inside me, I knew that you are a man with big dreams. Looking at the way you dressed, or the way you were dressing, everybody will attest to the fact that you aim for perfection. Anything you will do will be done to perfection. Like a good suit, like the type you are wearing today. Not only that you did not diminish governance, you improved on all the things Mr. Peter Obi did here, for which he ended in applause. You never lowered the standard. You continue to improve on all aspects of that governance in line with ABGA manifesto, service delivery to the people. You served excellently, and along the line, I remember, today is a special day for me because of this airport that you delivered. My brother left us and went to PDP. And at some point, they started blaming me that I was the one who brought you. They started castigating me in the social media. I kept faith with you. And I knew that you would finish strong. When we approached your second term election, Victor Oye, the chairman of our party now that I handed over to, we all met and you were offered another ticket for a second term. We went on, campaigned for you with your record in 4 years, and you won in all the 21 local government areas in Anambra State because people saw what you did. Everybody saw what you did. The 20 million naira Choose Your Community project, which all these communities in Anambra State had their funds 2 times, 40 million naira. Each community, some have gotten 60 million. It was a revolutionary concept. Everybody got something, no matter how little. Despite the great things you were doing in other areas. For this airport, Your Excellency, when you promised that you give us an international airport when we were campaigning for you in 2017, I was very anxious because I knew that airport project is not a small project. Children, we have said it. Anambra had attempted to build an airport at Oba in 1982. It failed. Erosion took over the place because they tried to create the wrong way. Nothing was done and erosion took over the site. Today the land has been auctioned to shoe Shoe Dealers Association. They are in Oba. They have taken over the place. The land has been auctioned to people. My brother wanted to do this airport as well. He had the idea. He acquired this land there, paid part of the compensation. But when you came, Your Excellency, you paid the compensation in full to the people of Umueri. When you did that, it paved the way for the construction of this airport. The initial people, the Chinese, didn't come on board. And because you are never afraid, you decided to do it with Anambra money, without borrowing money. At that time, I was afraid. But when this airport started, we started coming here. This place you are seeing covered with slab, concrete slab, had 16mm rod, bottom and top, filled with concrete. Almost everybody here had come here during construction period. It was the same with the runway. Everything done here. I didn't know how you found the money. But Your Excellency, God will bless you. On this note, Your Excellency, I thank you for making me proud as a person. I will ever remain grateful to you. My successor, Chief Victor Ikoye, has been able and we've been working together. Let us continue in this brotherly spirit. It shall be well with Anambra State.
When we were driving into the airport from the express, I thought I was in Dubai. To be very frank with you, there is no place in Nigeria that you can have this kind of edifice. It's magnificent, it's beautiful, it shows the capacity of our governor. The problem with our society is that we have always failed to give honor to whom honor is due. Governor Willie Obiano, you have written yourself into the annals of this country as the man that built the best airport in Nigeria. If they like, let them clap, but history will never forget you. You've come to Anambra State and you have written the checkered history of Anambra State, taking the state to the apogee of development. Your Excellency, one beautiful thing about you is that you have a good heart. You are a very kind-hearted man. You don't believe in harming another person. You are a man of peace. The Bible says that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God. So you're already a son of God. What we're witnessing here today is history. I'm happy that our people turned out in large numbers to acknowledge your resilience, your indefatigability, your candor, your visionary leadership, and your love for your people. You're a man that will miss. This generation of Anambrarians will miss you. You've come to Anambra State, you've given our people love and hope. You have removed our people from poverty and penury. You have given us hope for a new life. What you have set today, the standard you have set today can never be lowered. We'll continue to stick to your vision. Governor Peter Obi came here, he saw, he conquered. And we scored him good. Governor Willie Obiano has come. You have seen, you've conquered, you've delivered. We have scored you better. Now, APGA is going to produce another great man for Anambrarians, and that is Professor Charles Chukwumasoludo Nwambafo. His performance will astound the most critical minds in Nigeria, because the man is coming with experience, is coming with professional candor. This is a man that has been advisor, consultant to 35 international financial institutions. He's coming to Anambra State with experience. He's going to turn Anambra State into the Dubai of Nigeria. At the end of his tenure, we will score him excellentissimum est, summa cum laude. That is what we are talking about. Let me tell our people here, Anambra State is God's own state. God is in control of this state, and that is why the state will continue to excel. Despite all the devious machinations of some persons, the state has continued to soar like the eagle. We can never come down. We'll continue to soar. We'll continue to achieve. We'll continue to outpace our competitors. My prayer to our people, let us shine our eyes. Let us not be confused by the shenanigans of a few persons. This state is a great state. The state of the great Zik. The state of the great first Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan. What are we talking about? This is the state of the Commonwealth Secretary General, Emeka Anyoku. Dr. Anambra was a graduate. I went to Pennsylvania University where Zik studied to witness firsthand the greatness of Zik. What I saw baffled me. Zik came back from Pennsylvania and settled in Gold Coast, now Ghana, and established the Morning Post. He contributed immensely to the independence struggle of Nigeria. He moved his paper to Lagos in 1937 and he christened it West African Pilot. And with that, he fought for the independence of this country and became the first president of Nigeria. That is the state we are talking about. After Zik, Okwabiasika came. Okwabiasika was a graduate. After Okwabiasika, Okwadike came, a first-class brain. He was a graduate. After Okwadike, Peter Ngige came. Mbaju came. He was Nigeria manager in Delhi Star. He was a great man, a PhD holder, a graduate. Chris Ngige came, succeeded him, a graduate, a medical doctor. After God gave us Peter Obi, after Ngige, Peter Obi came, a graduate from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, a philosopher. After Zik, after Peter Obi, God gave us Obiano, Willie Obiano, the man with 4 hearts. Obiano, 4 hearts. He's a graduate, worked in financial institutions, in oil companies. Now we're coming with a professor. The first time a professor will come and govern Anambra State. Former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria. What are we talking about? There is no competition, for goodness sake. I don't want to demean anybody. We can never lower the standard. What we are celebrating today is the result of intellectual capacity, spiritual depth, and a man with a humble heart. We cannot hand over Anambra State to people whose identities are doubtful. Anambra State will continue to be governed by people who have identifiable addresses, identifiable qualifications, identifiable professions. That is what we are talking about. I thank God that we are alive to witness this day. Anambra should rank as the most tranquil, the safest state in Nigeria. I thank God that we have got this airport. From my house to the airport will take me 20 minutes. But each time I wanted to travel, I used to have high blood pressure. Because moving from here to Enugu will take you 5 hours. Moving to Asaba, a distance of less than 10 kilometers will take you another 5 hours. What are we talking about? Governor Willie Obiano, God will continue to bless and inspire you and your family.
Your Excellency, please, before I start, permit me to greet a good friend, Chief Clem Mobo, Obubeyi, Noka. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Your Excellency, those that spoke have spoken. I will not repeat what my brother said, but the only one thing I want to touch is the economic benefit of this airport to Anambra State. Your Excellency, the first day I visited this airport with you and my colleagues, the first thing that came into my mind is nothing but the concept of sustainable development. That development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the needs of the future. And that is what we've done today for the Anambra State. Your Excellency, it is in Anambra here that we have the biggest market in the whole of West Africa, and that is the Onitsha main market. Our brothers who are traders in Onitsha market do cargo their goods through Lagos, Abuja or Port Harcourt Airport. But we've made it easy for them today to cargo their goods from Anambra State International Airport without having to go to Lagos anymore. Your Excellency, the economic benefit of faith is that all the revenues that our brothers pay to the Lagos, the Port Harcourt, will now come to Anambra State. Your Excellency, this is a development or a project that trickles other projects within the area it is being built. I lived in the United Kingdom, my family is still there. As a matter of fact, when I was in Middlesex University, I was living very close to Heathrow Airport, and I can tell how many hotels that are close to Heathrow Airport and other businesses that are very close to Heathrow Airport. I tell Anambra that in a year or 2 years to come, all this whole area of Anambra and beyond will all be developed with massive projects because of this singular airport. It will not be sad to say that very soon, by the mere fact that we have an international airport here, our river Niger will be dredged and Anambra River will be dredged, because every cargo booked at this place, there will definitely be a place like a wharf, and these are all nothing but developments. Your Excellency, we cannot thank you enough, because what you are doing is nothing but creating employment every day for the Anambra State. The kind of employment, the massive employment this project is going to provide for the Anambra State is not something anybody can imagine. Your Excellency, you've done so well. Not just that you built an airport that's going to be in use for our people, but you built an airport that is of international standard, the best in this area. When the Honorable Commissioner was enumerating the key features of this airport, he said things like, lifts and the rest of them, what's it called? Apron and the rest of them. Your Excellency, I've been to Enugu Airport, I've been to Asaba, I've been to Owerri Airport. There's no lift there. There's nothing like that in any of these places. And these are some airports that are being classified as international airport. What this simply means is that this airport has the best features compared to any airport you can think of in this country called Nigeria. Courtesy of His Excellency Chief Dr. Willie Obiano. We can't thank you enough because you've provided for us that are living now and also provided for the generations to come in the Anambra State. Anambra State will ever be grateful to you. And I tell you, for generations to come, your name will always be in the lips of Anambra because you've done so well. I've said this before, and I'm saying it again, that you partnered so well with Anambra State House of Assembly to make this project a reality. And it is on this note that I have to say a very big thanks to my colleague, members of the Great Seventh Assembly. We've discussed within ourselves and we promise, Your Excellency, we are definitely going to immortalize you because you have done so well for the Anambra State. Our good Lord will continue to bless you, continue to provide for you. So I believe that with this airport, development will definitely get down to our place. We cannot thank you immensely for what you do for the Anambra, and we'll continue to pray that the good Lord who gave you that wisdom to do all this in the Anambra State will also create a good platform for you to be able to bring somebody that is going to replace you come November 6th, 2021. On this note, I say thank you to Excellency, and I say congratulations to the Anambra Dine. Thank you, and God bless all of us.
For those of us who do not understand Igbo language, for those of us watching us all over the world, this is the famous Ijele masquerade. The greatest of the masquerades in the entire world. Ijele is the masquerade revered in the land. Wonderful, magnificent edifice. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor of Anambra State, my wife, the Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, and other members of the House that are here, my Lord Bishops, my ESCO members, the National Chairman of our great party and the wife, former national chairman and the wife. Let me stand on the protocol earlier established. I want to start by thanking the federal government led by the President Buhari for approving this airport. I also want to thank my friend, the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika. He has been very useful all through the construction of this airport by sending the guys that were guiding us and the people that were, doing some oversight activities. I will also want to thank my very dear friend too, Captain Nuhu, the DG, NCAA. He was the brain behind our success here, in the sense that he made sure that his offices
both in Enugu and Port Harcourt, Lagos and Abuja, were coming here regularly to see what we are doing and guiding us. He was to be here personally to present the certificate of this airport to me. But he invited me to Abuja yesterday, and I went to Abuja yesterday to collect the certificate. I want to tell you that this airport has been certified to have met all the conditions required for a commercial flight operation. It's very important to let you know that. The only reason why there will not be any flight today is because the regulatory authority will require the airlines I'm going to read out to you now to have a counter here at the terminal building and other things that will make the passenger comfortable before they start flying. The airlines already approved as at yesterday are as follows: Air Peace Airlines, Ibom Air, Dawa Air, United Nigerian Air, Anap Jets, and I'm hearing this for the first time, Anap Jets, and I hear that as time goes on, they will approve many more airlines. But for them to do operation here, they have to set up their counter and a counter at the terminal building at my back here and make sure that the customers are comfortable before they fly. That's the only reason why there was no flight today. In the Anambra, this is a new day we have all been waiting for. This is our own Pentecost. In every generation, history is not only made when the Red Sea is divided for God's chosen people to walk through. No, history is also made when a leader gives shape and form to the silent dreams of his people. In the Anambra, the dream we have all nurtured for 30 years has finally come true today. Madam Okweba, in the Anambra, this airport is an idea whose time has come. We fought many battles to be here today. We scaled over incredible financial hurdles, survived the global lockdown by COVID-19, conquered self-doubts, and flattened our 5 hills here to construct this glorious runway to the glory of Almighty God. Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport, Umweri, is rated as one of the best airports in Africa today. In the Anambra, I am told that some people often ask, why should Anambra have an airport when there are airports in neighboring states? My reply is, why should Anambra not have an airport? Why should a state that hosts the largest retail market in West Africa not have an airport? Why should a state that hosts West Africa's only auto city not have an airport? Why should a state whose indigents pioneered organized road transport and logistics handling in Nigeria not have an airport? Why should a state with the highest number of owners of private jets in Nigeria not have an airport? And why, please tell me, why should a state with the largest population of itinerant and traveling people in Nigeria not have an airport? Why? Why should we crawl when we can fly? Happily, I have been repeatedly assured by aviation experts that this airport will be one of the most viable airports in Nigeria very soon. I have also been assured that what we have here is one of the most modern airports in Africa. This airport has a runway of 3.7 kilometers, second to Lagos. It is Nigeria's second longest runway. But it has a runway and safety reserve of 1 kilometer on either side of the runway. Unlike the MMIA, Lagos, an aircraft can land from either side of this runway. I guess that makes it special. One thing I have to tell you too, if you Google, you will see that the longest runway in the world is 5.5 kilometers with the recess on either side. If you add our own recess on either side, we are 5.7. That makes us the longest runway in the world. The longest runway in the world. In addition, this airport is equipped with a satellite landing system for navigational ease. It is equipped with Category 2 light. This is among the best airfield lighting systems in the world today, which makes it possible for flights to land even in the worst weather. It also has instrument landing system, which ensures that the aircraft is vertically and horizontally aligned to the runway while landing. Our runway is 270 meters thick. That ensures that Airbus, including Boeing 747, can land with ease in this airport. The apron measures 200 by 300 meters wide and 560 millimeter thick. Our apron can comfortably accommodate 8 Boeing 747. It is connected to the runway by 2 taxiways. In the Anambra, our control tower is 34.5 meters high or 11 floors tall. It is equipped with a lift and a staircase. But the most important detail about our control tower is that it has inbuilt firefighting mechanism. A 350 kVA standby generator is at the service of our control tower. The terminal building has a capacity to accommodate 400 passengers at a time. The scanning machines have all been installed and fully are functional. There are 2 carousels, 3 elevators, 36 shops, and VIP lounge. The terminal building has a most audacious design. The roof is made up of several layers of aluminum and insulator to reduce intensity of heat and the noise of rainfall. That is why it does not have a conventional ceiling, as you will know. The terminal building has a car park that can accommodate over 750 cars at once. Electricity supply to the airport is well planned and functional, with over 20 hours everyday supply from the substation at Agwoka. We also have 800 kVA generator on standby in case of power outage. This airport is classified as Category 9. This means that it is equipped with 3 crash tenders of 6 by 6 with a capacity to dispense 12,000 liters of water at a time. The airport is served by 2 industrial boreholes, an overhead tank of 21 meters high, and a storage facility of 163 cubic meters of water, and 2 surface tanks for firefighting, and 640 cubic meters of water. We also have 20 water hydrants. The meteorological garden is fully equipped and ready. Our emergency operations center, stroke clinic, is ready with 2 ambulances, a public address system, and other essential equipment fully installed. The dual carriageway leading to this airport from the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway measures 5.7 kilometers long and has been completed. It was done by Canubin Construction Company. It has 2 bridges and it is well lit at night and with dazzling street lights end to end. Meanwhile, we have provided land to the management of Airpeace for the proposed construction of aircraft maintenance hangar within the airport. We have also allocated land to the Nigerian Air Force to set up their operational base here at the airport. In all, we have trained 295 people in various critical operational areas for the takeoff of the airport. During this construction, this airport put over 2,500 in direct employment. Over 400 people will be employed as it finally goes into commercial operation. The process will be gradual, but there will be more jobs for our people. In the Anambra, we are ready to welcome the world. We are really ready. I must emphasize here that this airport was built from start to finish without borrowing a kobo from the federal government or any financial institution. I must also emphasize that the government of Anambra State, no, I'll skip that. But I must, however, acknowledge the historic role played by the Anambra State Board of Inland Revenue, which lifted our IGR from 8.7 billion I inherited when I assumed office in 2014 to 28 billion as at the end of 2020. I also want to appreciate the 7th Assembly of Anambra State House of Assembly for the support they gave throughout the construction of this airport. I want to confirm to you again that NCA did approve the landing of 7 planes earlier before now, and those 7 planes have landed. I flew in 2 of them from Abuja to Umueri, 38 minutes, from Lagos to Umueri, 45 minutes. In conclusion, in the Anambra, here is our airport. The economic viability of this airport is in your hands. For years, you have done it for others. Now, the time to do it for yourselves. Do it for your home state. Omunem, this airport is a monument to the resilience of Anambra spirit. It is a tribute to the vision of our great party, APGA. Our dear state needs subsistence of vision. We need a man whose vision is globally acclaimed, a man who will turn this airport into a beehive of rewarding commercial activities. That man is Professor Chukwuma Soludo. In the Anambra, our state is on the wrong way. We need a competent pilot to take us to the destination where the land is green with opportunities. With Chukwuma Soludo in the cockpit, we shall arrive in the destination of our dreams. Long live Anambra, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. APGA, Ebekage Binyaka. Thank you.
His Excellency will proceed to commission this airport.
For the good of so many people around the Praying God that this will become the problem that our people will really enjoy those days of family and family. Pray I do this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Well, today is a great day, and I want to read what is written on the plaque to commemorate the commission of Anambra International Cargo and Passenger Airport in Willie. Let me read what is on it. Anambra International Passenger and Cargo Airport in Willie is commissioned today, October 30, 2021, by His Excellency Nyabomo. Governor of Anambra State, yes, to the glory of God and service to humanity.
Our God and our Father, we give the thanks and praise for today, for what we are seeing. Thank you for the gift of this Anambra State International Airport. Thank you for our governor that we used. But we are here to celebrate the triumph of light over darkness. We have come to celebrate what you have done for the prosperity and peace of Anambra State. Lord, we declare to the whole world, behold, Anambra State International Airport. Behold our governor and God has used. And God, we pray that your blessings will remain in this place. Your peace will remain in this place. Your glory will remain in this place. Anambra State will grow from glory to glory, from strength to strength, in the name of Jesus Christ. Lord, for overseas, we are going to celebrate victory of righteousness over wickedness, victory of good over evil, in the name of Jesus Christ. Take absolute control, oh Lord, here. Bless our governor with peace, with joy, long life, and prosperity will be his portion. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.